Hello my friends, Boomy here once again with another video for you, my Swtor brothers and sisters. How's everyone doing today in a galaxy far, far, far? Ooh, we're getting an update with some stuff. Oh wait, if this is your first time on the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button for all your Swtor fun news, guides, and updates right here, right now. My friends, we had a live stream today. I was able to catch a little bit of it earlier today. Not the whole kit and caboodle, because, you know, I was working. But I was able to get some of it. So we're going to sit down, we're going to watch it, we are going to talk about it. And yeah, remember to put your comments in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on all these things. And if you want me to do more stuff like this, let me know. Hit the subscribe button, the bell notification button, and that pesky like button. Let's go into this. Okay, let's go. Let's do this thing, eh?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Star Wars The Old Republic 751 live stream. I'm Jackie, Swtor's community manager.
And I'm Eric, what's my title? Lead game producer. That's the one. I never know my title.
We will actually get this correct.
I don't know what my title is. I work here.
We both work here.
I do.
We have quite a bit to go over today, so let's go over the topics for today's stream. If you read Keith's most recent producer letter, you know that Twitch drops are on their way. So we're going to go into more details.
Which I must say, it's about time Twitch drops come in here. We've been waiting for this for a long, long time, and I remember when they said we can't do that. We don't have the technology or something, some excuse like that. But I'm glad we're able to get Twitch drops, so that is awesome.
Very shortly. Yep. And then we're going to go into Galactic Season 7.
That's right. So yeah, so the content of 751 is also the topic of the stream. So first up, Galactic Season 7, the greatest bounty.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. That's kind of related to what's in the season. So we're talking about
bounty stuff.
There's going to be new Feast of Prosperity rewards. So for those of you that are hungry, Feast is coming. And for those of you that are thirsty, new date night missions.
Oh boy.
Because we know there's been a lot of questions about, now that date night's out, what are the next date nights? Well, you're going to find out today.
And I will say it is really cool.
Yep. There's going to be new stuff coming to the Cartel Market as well. Some exciting stuff to show you there.
Of course.
Adjustment made to gearing. So we have some cool changes coming to how you're going to be getting gear in 751. Some cool changes coming that we'll be talking about there. And even though it's a 751 stream, we know that probably already in chat. I don't know, I can't see it. Someone's going, but what's coming next after this one? So we'll be talking just a little tease about what's coming in 7.6 as well.
Yep. I'm keeping an eye on Keith over there. Seeing what he's going to yell out from the peanut gallery.
Lost Padawan.
Before we move on, be sure to go over to your account page on Swtor.com. Redeem code LOST. L-O-S-T, not LOTS, as we are so prone to use in previous streams. Lost Padawan to redeem this beautiful Stronghold deco for Sahar Kateen. My bad. Take two. Let's try that again. Be sure that you redeem this before August 6th. Now, a special note that this will be available to players who have not yet redeemed this particular deco.
So here's the thing, and I thought about this when this happened. We've had the same issue last time when they did a deco like this. Where it's not new. It's new to people who've never gotten it, but it's not new to people who already have it. And so that's like one of the things where they're recycling older stuff, right? And part of me is like, okay, I get that. That's cool, you know. But at the same time, it should be, you know, some of these decos should just be special for the stream. And if you missed the stream, well, that sucks. I'm sorry. So I kind of wish they had done something different with this one. A new deco for us to hang up and have fun with, but I guess it is what it is. So if you don't have it, now's your chance to get it before they recycle it again in a couple months.
Yeah, we used this deco like 2 years ago, or I
want to say like a year and a half.
A long time ago. Yeah.
What is time?
I don't know.
But it's back.
It's back.
And if you don't have it, here's another chance for you to get it.
That's right.
All right, now we're going to be talking about Twitch drops.
That's right. They're coming.
Twitch drops are coming.
I'm actually a big fan of this.
Starting today, they will be enabled. What that actually means is that you are now able to connect your Swtor account with your Twitch account. So you have to do that via the website, Swtor.com, onto your account page.
Yep.
So it should be live now. Should be live now.
Oh, that's good. So get on there.
Do you want to do people are watching us on Twitch, but do you want to do like a real super quick, what is a Twitch drop?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so if you watch content that is streamed by people who happen to be streaming a game that's Star Wars: The Old Republic, you can accrue time for watch time to
4
unlock
hours.
special rewards. Now, in our case, this is going to be our first ever Twitch drop.
Yep.
And it's going to be a beautiful Orlean Void Stream mount.
Yep.
I keep on wanting to say Void Streamer because we're doing a live stream right now.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So the first reward will actually be dropping and obtainable at 751 launch.
Yep.
It'll be available for 30 days prior or post 751 launch. Sorry. Oh my gosh, it's really warm in this room without that fan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, during
I'm
rehearsals,
like,
we have the door open and a fan on, and then we turn it off, and we're all in a hot box with like 50 lights on.
There's so many lights.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But that's what it looks like. Isn't it beautiful?
Yep.
I swear
I'm
we've
as soon
seen
as the
this
stream
before.
is done,
This
I'm
looks
gonna
like
be
a reskin. I could be completely wrong. I do kind of like how the wings come off like this. That's kind of cool. But this part makes me go, is this a reskin? If not, I hope it's not. I hope they're doing just for Twitch drop stuff. So go get your account connected. Go watch. I believe it's the 4 hours to do it. You can do it how I do it because I don't have time to just sit and watch Twitch. I don't have that time in my life. And I rarely ever do anything on Twitch anymore anyways. But when, say, World of Warcraft is doing this, I'll just turn on a streamer and make sure the clock is counting. And I go about my day. I just leave the studio and I just walk away. And I come back, and I'll check on my phone on the app. I'm like, oh, that's where we are. And if they're not doing it, I switch over to another one. So there you go. You can do that too.
changing my own account because I need that mount.
Yep. So the important thing is you want to make sure that you connect your Swtor account to your Twitch account between now and 751's launch, because once 751 does launch, that's when Twitch drops will turn on, and that's when you start accruing time to earn your own new Twitch drop mount.
Yep. Special note: anyone who's streaming Swtor anyone who's watching anyone who's streaming Swtor content can accrue time for this mount.
Yep. Very sweet.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Good job, team.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay, that's it for me. For right now, I'll be back a little bit later.
Just a second. We'll let
but
her
Ashley's
finish.
coming onto the stream right now, and you guys are going to talk about the meat and potatoes of the stream.
Awesome.
I'll be back.
Food and beverage related stream today. Bye, Jackie.
Bye.
So yeah, we have Ashley coming in soon. I'm not playing the music behind it because I don't need any troubles with YouTube at all. So I think that's cool. I think it's awesome that we're going to get Twitch drops finally. And we're coming into, we're almost done with summer and we're coming into fall, thank goodness. And yeah, so we have the bounty stuff there as well with the Feast of Prosperity, plus bounty hunters, Mandalorians, all the things. Yeah, the story is never going to end. Okay, here we go.
Narrative director on Swtor.
Awesome. And we're going to talk you through what's in 751, which is also called The Greatest Bounty, which is named after
Makes sense.
Galactic Season 7. So Galactic Season 7, The Greatest Bounty, as you might be able to guess by the name of it, is bounty themed. So the first component of that is throughout the entirety of Galactic Season 7, we're actually going to be running the bounty contract event. So for those of you that are trying to work through the bounty contract event still, or just love the event,
I will say that I am glad they're tying the season into to an event that's going on. I like that. I wish they would do that with all the seasons, to where I know we don't have all the events in the world, but I do like when they like they're doing now, where they make the two things coincide with each other and they make them a part of each other. I like that. And I like the bounty contract event. That is one of my favorite ones out there that I've yet to finish. But it's my favorite, I swear, but I've yet to finish it. But I like that. Let's continue.
This will be great because a lot of the event and the rewards, as you'll see in a minute, are bounty hunter themed. For those of you that are real in the weeds on it, this won't affect Conquest. That schedule will continue as normal. But bounty contract event will run throughout the duration of Galactic Season 7. And on the narrative side,
So the theme for Galactic Season 7 is bounty hunting. And so you're going to be meeting with a representative of the Bounty Broker Association, in the Minbusa district.
Okay.
Her name is Kantek Bren. She's a very fun little character that you get to meet for a beat, and then she's going to put you out to find bounties.
Out of your
throughout
misery.
the Galactic season. So it's going to be real fun.
yep. And so for bounties, there's no greater, bigger bounties that could exist for players to go after, and one we've heard players want to go after, then the return potentially of DVL bosses. So we've heard about...
So I like this. I like that they're bringing back some DVL stuff. They're not bringing back Dark versus Light 2.0. I wish they would. That'd be great. I think the community would really like that. So they're just going to do bosses, or world bosses, kind of, that pop up at different planets, and for you guys, for group content, which I think is great. This is a good compromise for them to put together. So it's kind of like one of those, like, maybe they don't have the manpower right now, or they're focused on other stuff to put together a complete big operation, right? So it's probably easier to take old world bosses, or all these bosses, right, that they still have in the system, and then just put them back out in the world and do all that kind of jazz. So I think it's a good compromise. We're not going to poop on it. I like it. Plus, it's Dark versus Light. You get tokens for it anyways. But I really think they need to... It's right up there with class stories. People really want the DVL event to come back, which was like 9 years ago, which is really makes me feel old.
For a while now, there's been a lot of requests for an opportunity for players to be able to earn DVL tokens again. And so what we're doing is Dark vs. Light bosses will be tied to weekly objectives as part of Galactic Season 7. And so defeating those DVL bosses, just like existed during the DVL event. And just to be clear, this is not the return of the DVL event. This is just the bosses. But players who defeat the DVL bosses will be able to earn the DVL currency and go back to those vendors and get the rewards off of those vendors. So
for folks who didn't play the Dark versus Light event, which was like, what was it, 8, 9 years ago?
I don't know. It was a long time. Keith, how long ago was it, Keith?
Almost 9 years ago.
Almost 9 years ago.
That's crazy.
Many years ago when the DVL event came back. So they were all over the galaxy. So let's talk a little bit about the DVL bosses if you were unfamiliar with them. So they can spawn on Hoth, Tatooine, Dro and Coruscant, and Alderaan. And they are designed for 8 to 16 players. So this is very important. They are not, you're not going to just go take one by yourself, I don't think. I have to look if there's a video of someone taking them down by themselves. Because maybe that did exist, but I don't remember that.
I would 100%
So
die.
you really want to get your friends together, or just yell at people on the fleet in all caps, please don't do that, to get some friends together and allies to go take these bosses down. They are meant as larger group content to go defeat these bosses. So this is really one of those places where we can kind of extend the Galactic season into a little bit of a focus in larger group content. And again, because it's kind of tied into the old DVL event, which I'm not going to go into because that's not what this is. But if you're trying to get light side tokens, you need to defeat the dark side bosses.
Bring it back.
And if you're trying to get dark tokens, you need to defeat the light side bosses. And let's just do a quick refresher of the bosses themselves. So these are the dark and light bosses, respectively, which have amazing names. Genuinely just love these names.
What was the one Thundering Boswed?
Thundering Boswed.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah, this felt like someone put into like a band name generator from like GeoCities from like 1995. And I mean that as a compliment. That might not make any sense to anyone that's I don't know, younger than 25, but I promise that's a compliment. That's great. Yeah.
And so in the original Dark vs. Light, the bosses spawn because of certain events in that event. But this, they're just going to spawn.
The bosses will be there. You'll be pointed there because of the weekly objectives, and they will be regularly respawning. So if you manage to defeat them, the bosses will respawn, and again, they'll be you'll be directed there because of the objectives as well as part of the Galactic season.
They'll just
Streaming tip. Eric Musco, who I've met. He's a great guy. No issues with him. You shouldn't be wearing glasses. I know you wear contacts. Just saying, you shouldn't. That was a nitpick.
be there for you.
Yeah. And so, of course, one of the questions you'll be asking is, well, what sweet rewards can I earn as part of it? So let's tell you about it. So first up, some very bounty hunter-oriented titles, both for legacy and character. I won't read them to you, but these are just an example of the titles that you'll be earning.
Carbonite Enthusiast.
Obviously the best one on there. Carbonite Enthusiast.
Yes.
Right?
Just really, really excited about Carbonite.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Not
love
that
it.
they're a bounty
It gets
hunter.
me going, just saying.
They just
enjoy working with Carbonite.
They just work with Carbonite, yeah. 2 armor sets will be here. The Brynjack, we talked about this before. I don't even remember how. It's got to be Brynjack is what we agreed on. Brynjack leather armor. So this is the base and prestige versions of the armor set.
The fabric textures are so good in these.
Yep.
I love it.
Yep. And for the keen-eyed among you,
I will say that the textures they are getting on the newer armor that's coming out, and some of like they're revamping the older armor. It is good. It is starting. Yes, this game is old, and it's starting to show its age. But they are trying to do improvements to which we cannot thumb our nose at. Which I like this. This is great. Not really for me. Maybe bits and pieces of it, but I like this. This is good. This is good. It's probably going to be like, what, 2,500, 4,000 cartel coins? Or no, these are rewards, right? Okay.
There's definitely some real cool, classic Star Wars inspiration pulled into this armor set, especially the helmet. It's so good. The
helmet is cool.
New mount. So again, both vendor and subscriber track has called out the furious and temperamental Brinjack mounts.
He's got little bows.
Yeah, I love the cloth that the team did such a great job of kind of pulling something that's seen a lot on bounty hunters in Star Wars. That's kind of been pulled through a lot of both the armor sets, the mounts, just like weapons in a second. Something that's kind of a through line. Oh my God, what a segue! Prey Stalker weapon set. Again, you can see kind of the cloth wraps.
So these are the rewards you get on while you do the track.
And the weathered faces of the metal as well.
Yeah, so good.
Nope,
a Loftcat Kitten. So we gave one of these out. I think it was in Galactic season 6. I don't know, 5 or 6. Again, what is time? We're talking about DVL today. I don't even know. But in one of the recent seasons, we gave out a Loftcat Kitten, and that was something that players seem to obviously like quite a bit. And so we thought, why not give you another variant that you can earn inside of this season as well? So another left of him. Yep, and more. So a couple of other things worth noting. We're not showing them today, but a cool thing that's going to appear on the track is a Bessie variant. So for those of you working your way,
I have yet to still complete that stupid mission with my mouse droid, so I haven't even touched Bessie yet. So that mission's really annoying me. I wish there was a way just to get rid of that. Seriously, someone's got to talk me down through it like I'm 5 years old. Just saying.
Through our newest venture, which if you aren't, recommend you work, because you've now crossed the line where some players, the most intrepid among you, can now have crossed the line of having earned Bessie. So there's going to be a Bessie skin that'll be on the track. There's also going to be some new metallic dyes that players can earn as well, along with a host of other things. And reminder that Galactic Season 6 ends in
a week.
1 week. So make sure to finish up the remainder of your objectives soon. I'm not going to put a TM after that soon, because it's actually soon, because it's in a week.
World of Warcraft has some new stuff coming out. I'll probably try to get into it. But yeah. Have you guys, put your comments, have you guys finished the track for Season 6? How far have you guys into it? Have you even touched it? Let me know in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on everything we have seen thus far on it. So, yeah.
So, go do it. Let's wrap it up real quick. On to Feast of Prosperity.
Let's make some more
So Feast
pies.
coming back later this fall, and there's a whole host of really, really cool rewards that are coming. Obviously, food and eating related. Regal Chandelier Deco.
Okay, this is kind of cool. I kind of like this one.
Yeah, if you look closely, these are videos. There is a plasma liquid that shifts around, and it's gorgeous.
Yeah. I mean, I really like, especially in this. I think this is a screenshot. I honestly can't even tell because it's so subtle, but like the way that it, like the kind of like displacement light that it puts out around
it
is
food
just
table.
It's so good.
That's really cool.
And then again, similarly in the feasting themed, a royal banquet table, grill, banquet, and bar stools. So again, if you're trying to host a feast in your stronghold, no better decos to get than, of course, during Feast of Prosperity for all of your feasting hunger needs, I guess.
Don't forget, get your cartel coins, to which I should probably do a giveaway soon. I still have some cartel coins laying around I can give you guys.
So yeah, Feast of Prosperity, again, will be coming back this fall with a whole suite of decoration that you can earn, which is going to be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yep.
They look great.
Yep. On to the thirst.
Oh, God.
Now that we've had the food, we can move on to the thirst.
Yep.
So what is a date night? So
it's in Swtor. I hope. Thank you, Jen. Thank you.
You're welcome. Don't actually get to drink it though. You have to feel the thirst.
I have to feel that.
Yes.
Okay.
So talk about date night in Swtor. So we introduced date night in 741. This is a weekly repeatable mission where players get to take their romance companion out on a date.
At least it's not done in the KOTOR style. You think people are already pissed off about the KOTOR style, the KOTOR gate. That's what we're going to call it, KOTOR cutscene gate. If they did this in the KOTOR style, I mean, the whole place would just burn down. More than it already is.
And
It would burn down like a cave made of rocks, and some little girl threw fire on it, and the rocks all caught on fire. Just like that.
And each date is very customized to the companion. It's weekly repeatable, so you can play it as often as you want. They have choices. They're very themed to the companions. So in 7.4.1, we introduced our first 4 expansion companions, Lana, Theron, Arkin, and Koth, because all players could access them.
Which I've yet to do, because it
in
won't trigger for
7.5.1,
me.
we're bringing 2 more date nights to you. These are
Here's another thing I noticed when I logged in to go see if the stupid thing would actually work for me. Koth, who I killed. I am proud. I'm a proud person that took out Koth, because he annoyed the holy crap out of me. Like if we had a scene to where you can strap him to the gravestone and just hit light speed, that would have been an amazing send off. I can go on for hours about my hatred for Koth, but he appeared again. He's there in my command base place, just hanging out, and I walked in and went, wait a second. Why are you here? You should be dead. So apparently the ghost of Koth is there, and I've got to figure out, maybe I can get Zach Bagans to come in and try to get rid of him, or to scare him away with his hair gel.
last story companions, so they are only available to the classes that have those companions.
Right.
That were able to unlock those romances
Makes
during
sense.
the base game.
Right. It's the ship droids.
Yes. Yeah, we're starting with the ship droids. You just clean the entire ship. That's the
Yeah.
whole date.
Yeah. We wanted to keep it simple and low key.
Yeah, there's
Everyone
probably
loves
someone out there
cleaning
who would like that.
and the ships, so we thought that would be a great start.
Pristine at the end of it. It's great.
No, that's not what it is.
Well, but we are very excited to tell you about the two companions that we're bringing. So, drum roll please. The first one is Eric Jorgen, which I think a lot of you guessed.
Man, I gotta fix this screen. I
So
swear to
Jorgen
God, I tried
is
to
a
set this
Republic
up.
Trooper
Did it in a
companion.
hurry.
He's the first companion you recruit on Ord Mantell. He's a very
I am a
straight-laced soldier of the
professional, I swear to
Republic
God.
until the events
go.
of Knights of the Fallen Empire. Very straightforward, very direct. And his date night is going to be
He looks
a
like he got a lot
target
older.
practice. So you'll be on Odessin.
Doesn't it look like they updated his model a little bit? I feel like they updated his model. He reminds me of the commander from Battlestar Galactica, the old white guy, very like frumpy. I'm frumpy. That's who. I don't know. He's got a very, very pronounced chin, and I like it. But yeah, comment section below. Let me know. Did they update his model? Because it looks like they had.
Shooting off targets, and the date will be around, either trying to meet him at his competitive level because he's a very competitive, very skilled fighter and sharpshooter, or try to get him to relax a little bit and not take things so seriously.
Cool it down.
Yeah. But he's our grumpy cat man. We love him.
Yep.
And second is
There she
Vet.
is.
We are bringing Vet.
I mean,
Vet
I
is-
love that.
Yes, we're
my
very
first
excited
Swtor
to
crush.
have Vet.
Before
So
Jessa.
that is the
We'll get
first.
there.
That is the first companion of the Sith warrior on Korriban, and that is, I think, the best word to describe her is she is a bit of a scoundrel. She
That's
loves
fair.
to go on wacky hijinks. She loves
sassy,
to
which I like.
reclaim things and reclaim items from where they put them where they belong.
Yeah.
And so her date
relocate.
relocate them. Yeah, just
She steals
move
them.
around. So her date takes place on Makeb, and it is set in a beautiful hut run museum. And she's going to request the Sith warrior to help her out reclaiming something that is in the museum. And it'll be up to the player if they want to follow her lead.
I will say, from the last stream they did when they were all like laughing with each other and whatnot, it seriously got a little cringy to where I felt like we walked into the break room and we're like, oh God, oh, okay, which is fine. They're very close, and that's great. You want to have that type of closeness in your company. You don't want little mindless droids just doing what they are and they never talk to each other. I think that's great. But every once in a while, you're just like, okay, calm down. Just a wee little bit there, eh?
On this little heist of sorts, this little hijinks, or if they want to take matters into their own hands and do it like a Sith warrior would.
Yep.
So this one's really fun. I'm really excited for players to see this.
Yeah, nothing says romance
Good.
like a little bit of light thievery.
I already saw a lot of people talking about
And
this.
one of the things we were talking about earlier is that one of our goals for date night is, because you're spending time with these companions, each one is very unique. Each has a very different personality, things they value, things they want. And we want each date to exemplify that, but also be a bit of character exploration and maybe even give them a little bit of growth over these dates. So not only do you get to interact with them and show your affection and how your relationship is with that character, but we get more character development for these characters. So.
They're talking about doing it.
Yeah, it was really fun. I literally just played through both of these yesterday, and it was very interesting playing them back to back and just seeing just how very dramatically different they are in personality. Everything, right? Like the grumpiness of not grumpiness. Grumpiness maybe not the right word. Gruffness. That's the good word of Jorgen, right? The directness of that date versus the playfulness and everything that came from
with that, it's like you could be in the most dangerous situation ever, and she's just playing it off like, this could be worse, maybe.
Right.
And it's super fun.
It was great.
So just a little reminder on how date night missions work. So for these particular ones, since they are starting with they are class companions, they're only going to be available to players that, for troopers for Jorgen and Sith Warrior for Vet, and you have to be in an active romance with them post Kotfi and Kotet. Right. Well, post Kotfi is when it's going to be unlocked.
Yep.
Knights of the Fallen Empire. So
And?
and they have to be alive.
Yes.
That's very
I want
important.
to put that note in there.
Where
Yes,
you wanna
you cannot
date
be in
a
an
dead
active
character.
and we do have to specify that because we have seen comments and questions actually asking this and commenting on this. Yes, they must be alive.
Yeah, your choices do matter.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
You don't get to go on a date.
Yeah,
if
I
they're
guess
not
that is
there.
also a spoiler. You can kill them at some points, some of our companions,
Spoilers.
and so you can't kill them and then choose to take them on a date.
Why not?
But then that date will be
dare you take
available
that
to
choice
you
away
if you're
from me.
in an active romance with them. You can play that weekly, and then each subsequent playthrough of the date will earn you different rewards, including a title, an achievement, and then a deco that is very unique to the date. So we won't be
That's
showing
really
that
cool. I
off
like that
because
part.
we don't want to spoil anything that happens in the date. But that'll be something to look forward to as you play through these dates. So
I bet kissing happens. So.
maybe there might be kissing. I don't know. But so I think that's everything for date night. But we're really excited for y'all to see them.
Yep. So next up, the Cartel
And of
Market. So we
course,
have
get
a
your
bunch of
wallets
cool stuff
ready,
to show you
y'all.
today. A couple things we're not going to show you today, but a list of some pretty sweet stuff that's coming. So first up, this one's really interesting. So this actually got brought to our attention by you, the players.
Who's been wanting this
This was
armor
something
set
that
for a
was
long time.
available on NPCs as appearances, but was never actually made available in game in any way. And so the team saw
But now it is, so this is great.
polished it up a bit, is bringing it to the Cartel Market. So very cool that this one's going to be able to be made available in 751.
That's
Yep.
cool.
And the next up, and this is the rest of the items that I'm going to show you are all going to fall under this blanket while you just
I like
go
the
through this
hilt
for a
on
moment.
its lightsaber.
The next
Very
suite of items
samurai.
are all going to be inspired by Star Wars Visions, which is just amazing that we're going to be able to bring a suite of Visions items into,
think I've ever
into the
seen
Old Republic.
Visions.
We're just super stoked to be able to do it. Obviously very katana-esque in their blades and stuff, like just really cool. So there's two lightsabers, as you can see, burning embers here. Very like light and dark kind of in their appearances, and then dual saber versions of each. So Lotus Blade and Burning Ember, same thing, but dual saber versions.
That is cool.
And then to go along with those, we also have two new weapon tunings. So first we have Scattered Blossoms. I'll show.
If you heard that, that was Jackie exclaiming in the background. She does this quite a bit in the stream, and it kind of got annoying after a while. I get you're excited, but cool. But these tunings do look really cool, so.
Here.
It's just kind of an aura around you, just ambiance.
Yep. And then Embers.
You like things a little crispier?
Yep.
Oh, I like
and
that.
then because Jackie's amazing, she showed what would happen if you put one in each of your sabers. So you'd have Scattered Embers and Blossoms at the same time.
that's cool.
Which I was like, well,
Admit
this
it,
is
that's
immediately what I'm
cool.
going to do. So just looks so very good.
Adds so much drama.
Yeah, it's just very cool. And so we have a few more things. Not going to show them today, but just really wanted to highlight some of that cool stuff. So stay tuned for some other cool things that are also coming to the Cartel Market in 751. So just as a reminder, in case you're just tuning in, Our Stronghold deco for the 751 stream is Sahar. So redeem the code Lost Padawan. That is LOST, because she's the Lost Padawan, not the
go in
Lots of
and
Padawan.
get
So
this.
not
I can't, 'cause
LOTS,
I already have it.
LOST Padawan. Redeem that on your account page on Swtor.com. And you have to do it by August 6th. And if you're someone who's been around and watched all these for a long time, and if you were someone who redeemed this a few years ago when we give this out, this won't do anything for you. This is only for folks who have not redeemed this previously. So, all right. So let's talk about what changes we're making to gearing. So
I don't know
first,
how I feel
at
about
the top,
this.
what are
Let
some
me
of the
know.
goals that we wanted to hit? So first up, more choice in your rewards. And you'll see exactly what this will mean in a second, but really
worry,
we
we're
wanted to
almost
just
done,
give you a
guys.
little bit of more variety in which you were able
the
to
drink
get
up.
as you're going through the gearing journey. Second is more opportunities to get stronger, just in how you're able to.
That's right. You go to the gym and you start pounding out that weight, man, and you'll get ripped and swole. Yes. Oh, this is completely different. Never mind.
Again, move through that gearing
you should
journey.
go to the gym,
And
just
then
saying.
the ability to trade into stronger rewards. As you know, as you're going through, and I'm just going to speak about it as colors of gear instead of using naming and stuff in case you're not super familiar with them, but you have green, purple, and blue tracks of, green, blue, and purple tracks of gear. And so if you're moving through one of those singularly, we want to give you more opportunities to be able to jump and move through them or go into one of them or a higher one. And so we're going to show you how we're going to allow you to do that. So first up, more choice. So this one's fairly
More
simple,
choice
but
is good.
inside of the veteran and master flashpoint, our story ops, and our daily and heroic weekly
go. So you can
missions,
see the whole
you will now
screen.
just have a simple choice. When you complete those, you will either be able to get upgrade caches or their relevant currency every time you complete those weekly missions. There's a very specific reason why, beyond just the obvious, right? There's obvious uses for the currency, and there's obvious uses for the caches to just get gear, but there's more uses for it, so just hold on till I finish talking about it. But we want to, again, give you those choices for which path you want to go down when you complete those weeklies. So that's the starting point. Now, more opportunity, which again plays into even just the first point. So one, on many of those weekly missions, you're going to be able to complete those weekly missions more times in a week if you want to. We're going to be increasing some of the weekly caps on some of that
My
currency.
microphone was muted,
And then one of the
so
things
if
that
I
was
was
really
saying
important to
anything,
us as we were looking at some
read
of
my
these
lips.
changes, we really wanted to make sure that operations, as our most difficult content in the game, remained the best gearing path for those players that play operations. And so as part of that, we wanted to free up.
Sadly, there aren't that many left, so I like this. I like what they're doing here. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about these changes that they're making. I like the fact that we're getting more choices and we can do just more things. I mean, it's never bad to be able to do more and be able to start gearing up your characters in different fashions in different ways. So I'm okay with this. I'm a fan of it, I guess. We'll see how it goes. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below.
Up and make all weekly operation missions available all the time. So that's also part of these changes as well. And so the last piece, and honestly, probably one of the most exciting pieces, I think, is that you can now trade for better rewards. And so what does that mean?
This is good.
And so those upgrade caches that I talked about earlier that you can now, again, choose as part of your weekly missions, you can now trade them. So you have green caches, you can trade them for blue caches. You have blue caches, you can trade them for purple caches. So if you're someone, I'll point at Keith because Keith's one of those players. Keith goes, I don't want green gear. I just want purple gear. But I want to just do conquests. Cool. Save some green caches and trade them up. And you can work your way up into just getting into purple gear. Those are now the ways that you can choose, again, what gear is important
Not
to
horrible.
you and how do you want
like
to get
it.
to that gear? Do you want to do it through currency? Do you want to do it through caches? Do you want to just play through the content directly? Choice is yours. So really what we wanted to do is give players more option to be able to play the way they want and kind of work their way through those gearing paths. So there's a lot of information.
I will admit, when they very first talked about this, when I saw this earlier, I'm like, oh, Lord, what are you doing? Leave gear alone. You already boofed it up in 7.0, but this is good. This is good, I think. We'll see.
information here. We kind of tried to simplify it here, but I know a lot of the questions that are going to come up is
She looks so
in
happy to
the
be there right
details, specifics on numbers, specifics on a lot of those things. Bryant has a post that he's working up that's going to be going on the forums after the live stream that breaks all of this down. So definitely stay tuned for all of that. It should be going up sometime this afternoon right after the stream. So stay tuned for all those. That's 751.
Yeah.
Oh, there
That's
you go.
all for me. And we're going to bring Jackie back for some little teases on the next update, 7.6, and then recap on what we talked about here.
That's right, 751.
Cool.
Well, thank you, Ashley.
Yeah, thank you. Bye, everybody.
It's so warm.
I
We are back. I am back. Oh, this hoodie is like so thick.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I'm like,
It's a winter hoodie, by the way.
Yeah, that is
It's like 90 degrees in Austin right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm back. So we're going to be talking about everything that was discussed earlier.
Yep.
Do you have one thing to talk?
Kind of reminds me of the younger generation, to where no matter what temperature it is outside, they're always wearing sweats and hoodies. I have no issue with sweats, shorts, and whatnot, but when it's 93 freaking degrees outside, and I get it can be kind of chilly in the office, but if it's a warm room, why are you wearing a jacket? Just, I've got questions. This poor younger generation. Oh my.
Talk about coming up right now before 751 goes live. We actually have a new bundle that will be.
There you go. Now, this is sparking a little bit of drama.
My bad. I'm so sorry. Okay, we have a new bundle that will be coming on July 30th, so before 751 goes live. What's in it? 180 days subscription time, 5,500 cartel coins, a new Vectron 240R firebolt mount that is writable at level 1 and also has a quick burst mode when you initially mount.
Okay, not bad.
This is my favorite right here. We're also including primary and secondary metallic red dyes. Now, you get 5 of those per character. I'm also going to show you what those look like as well.
Yep.
The bundle is going to be priced at $99.99 as well. So, the Vectron...
So before we get to the Vectron, that's where some people are in contention with the drama. If you've made it this far into the video, this is what's going on. I've had some time to think about it. Everything that's in this bundle, it is actually not that bad for what you get versus the price. But I think, and it's like something you reach out to people and you ask questions for, right? On this one, I'm kind of torn. I like it. I'm like, okay, you're getting a pretty fair amount for the bang for your buck on this one. But at the same time, you have like games like World of Warcraft, games like Final Fantasy 14, ESO, and all these other games that have like these big cash shops, right? But these are games that are consistently producing content for the player base. And what we've run into in Swtor is that the only consistent thing here in this game is we're consistently having very long pauses in between small bits of content. So that kind of made me ask the question, okay, yeah, this bundle is good, is a good bang for your buck, but is it worth it in the long run when you're not really getting kind of like your money's worth from it, right? All this money is going into the system, but you're kind of like, well, where's that money going to exactly? My subscription, these bundle things, you buy cartel coins. Is this, if we knew that this money was going to go towards better content, longer content, and like smaller spaces between content, I think a lot more people will probably be on board with this and would be more willing to open up their wallets. But for something like this, that's what I was thinking about. Like, if you want to get this, party on, go get it. This mount looks pretty cool. I think there's a lot of things in here. It's good. It's a good value. But $99 is kind of like, especially in this day's economy, that's kind of crazy. And then I kind of thought, like, well, I spent about the same for the deluxe edition for World of Warcraft, The War Within, but I get a whole expansion with hours and hours and hours of content, raids, dungeons, plus I get mounts and like little stuff like, little bits and pieces, little, aesthetic stuff for you in game. So I might be comparing apples to oranges there, but those are the thoughts that came to my mind. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below.
240R firebolt mount. This is so beautiful, but you have to hear it, so.
Yeah, this is cool. I do like this.
Isn't that so cool? That's why mic still on?
Yes.
Okay. I just want people to hear it because it's so cool. But yeah, there you go. That's the new mount. This is what the primary and secondary metallic red dice look like on different types of armor. This is the Mandalorian Nomad armor. So in the middle is the primary. In the third slot is the secondary metallic red die. And then I also have the Refined Mentor armor set as well. And so that's what those pieces look like. I think they're really, really, really cool. My personal favorite, I really like the secondary. I like the accident pieces.
Those
I
are
like
cool.
that you did red eyes in the screenshot.
Okay,
I mean,
what's coming in
I
That's
7.6?
a nice touch, just for like full.
Go back. We
full
don't
body
care
contrast.
about this.
You know,
Go
when I
to
set things up,
7.6.
I tend to do like the random generator for
Yeah.
characters. So like, no, we gotta match everything. we gotta put this all together and make it look good. But yeah, those are very beautiful, and those will be included in the new
like the
bundle.
first one.
Again, going live July 30th.
Yep.
What else is July 30th?
Oh, yeah.
The end of Galactic Season 6.
Yeah,
Thanks, Brooks.
reminder.
Is that really a week from today?
Yeah.
God, I have no idea what day of
July is pretty much done. I'll
what,
be on
I don't know what
vacation.
date
We're in
or day of the
July.
week it is. Crazy.
Oh, my
Or it was like
goodness.
mid-July.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
This is you.
Speaking of what time of the year it is. So that's M51. And I know always questions is, well, what's after that? Great question. So those of you that have been following along, you have probably a pretty good idea at this point of what our cadence and our schedule looks like. And so that means that 7.6 will be our holiday release. Great guess, you're correct. So our 7.6 will be coming in holiday
used
era
threads.
of time, and it'll be called Galactic
Stupid threads.
Threads. That's where the story will continue. For those of you that haven't played 7.5, I will just say you should.
I swear they're gonna tie in the mess that the Acolyte was. Someone's gonna say threads instead of the Force. I just know it. I feel it now. My beard is tingling. Please don't.
It's definitely the most swearing I've ever seen on the internet related to a story update.
Yeah, seeing those reactions was
Yeah.
top.
It was
very
amazing.
good.
So you
It was
should
very
definitely
good.
play it. Don't have a minor nearby who is sensitive to swearing. So the story will continue. We're going to take you to a few some existing planets. There's going to be an entirely new type of content waiting there for you.
Good.
See what that means when we talk about it in the 7.6 live stream.
PTS is gonna be wild.
And then we have.
Just remember, every time they get really excited and hyped for it, we're like, oh, that was a half an hour. But hey, if we're getting entirely new content that's going to be there, I am on board with that. I think it's great. We'll see what that is. But so far, okay, you've piqued my beard's interest.
A new layer boss coming in 7.6 for those of you that have been looking for some new larger group content. Very excited for that.
Just not an operation.
More art modernization is on the way. Some fun stuff to talk about there as well. And as always, ... and more. Because it's a fun holiday update, so there'll always be some cool stuff to talk about. So definitely come back.
So my prediction is a holiday update. We're probably going to see this November-ish, near Christmas time. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to see this because they're talking about the bounty and all this jazz. That's when I think this is going to drop. So y'all have some time. Not a lot of time, but we have some time in between. Until then, I'll be playing The War Within.
I don't even. Eventually, when we get to the 7.6, I don't even remember that it's the 1 week left in July. So
my God.
there'll be more time, but definitely come back for the 7.6 live stream. Really excited to talk about everything that's coming in that game update. So it'll be good.
Stay tuned for more details.
Yep.
All right, so the recap of everything that was discussed earlier today. As
Yep.
a reminder, if you happen to, join us a little bit later, Twitch drops are now enabled. So make sure you go to Swtor.com onto your account page and make sure that, if you...
So there you go. Let me fix this right quick, right here for you. I'm gonna put me back in the center where I belong. Okay, so what do we have coming? Right, we have Galactic Season 7. The bounty stuff. We have Bounty Hunter Contract, how they're going to tie those in together. We have the Twitch drop that's coming our way, which finally, thankfully, there's that. We have the bundle. The bundle's coming. We all knew this was coming. I said this a long time ago when they went over the Broadsword. You're going to start seeing a lot more Cartel Market stuff, and you're going to start seeing a lot more bundles, because that's kind of like how that model kind of works in this and where we are in the game. And we have, date nights with Vet and Jorgen. Eric Jorgen? Yeah, that dude. Date nights. It's coming. That's awesome. If they're not working for you, I have heard that if you just go to your ship, it should trigger it for you. So That's what I heard. I haven't had a chance to actually test that out yet, but let me know in the comment section below if you have, and that's how it works. Party on. And of course, a bit of a tease with 7.6, some entirely new content. We're going to go back to some older planets. I'm happy about that. I think that's great. I think that's fine. But so far with 7.5.1, you're just getting a new season, and you're going to get items they want you to spend money on, which is fine, I guess. I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, it's your wallet. You do with what you want to do with it. Buy what you want to buy. If that makes you happy, party on. You be you. I will never tell you how to spend your money. That is up to you, sirs and ma'ams and droids. But yeah, there you go. We have Vet finally. We're getting our date nights. We're getting some stuff in 7.5.1. And then we have the long wait for 7.6. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about all this? Yays, nays, are you happy about it? Or are you just like, oh my god, why? Let me know all the things. You know where to put the stuff. Make sure you hit the like button, bell notification button, and hit that share button, my friends, because who doesn't need to see my beard more often? Anyways, my friends, make sure you hit the subscribe button, become part of the family here at boomynation, the freak show YouTube, the black sheep of gaming. And as always, my friends, remember to be kind. It's about community. And don't forget to spay and neuter your Wookiees. We'll see you later, my friends. Good day.